There is a video rocking. There is a video rocking.
Alright, I see already all the comments. I was wrong. I was pretty confident going into it. I thought Izzy was going to fail. Once again, it was so close to happening, but Izzy got the win, and I'm okay with it because that was actually a fire knockout. Like, I was going crazy. I was just in shock. But we're going to talk about, because so much things happen in the fight. So I'm going to spend most of this time just going through the whole thing, answering a few questions, this and that. Yeah, so you guys can ask whatever. But with that, I'm not going to waste any time. It's late. I'm sure everyone feels the same. So, and then I'll read the chat. So, main event. Let's just get into it, man. Main event. Adesanya Pereira. No, first round, pretty slow first round. I gave it to Izzy. I just thought Pereira didn't have any output. Was kind of just looking for that one shot, and it was a lot less competitive than the first round of the last fight, despite Adesanya rocking him at the end of the last fight, right? Overall, it was less competitive. So I was like, damn, like, is Pereira going to be a little hesitant? So then, second round goes, I'm like, Pereira's picking up the pace, learning his mistakes, hitting with the lead leg kick, and Izzy's leg seemed dead, right? And then near the end of the second round, looks like the fight is coming to an end. Izzy's hurt. Pereira lands the left hook. He's landing shots, landing a knee, and then boom! Izzy just lands that big shot that puts Pereira out cold. The same shot that rocked Pereira the last fight. So that was interesting how that happened. So I'm gonna read the chat in a few, but co-main event. Actually, let me stick with the main event because I feel like I want to talk a little bit more about that. Adesanya, this guy, who has he knocked out cold in the UFC like that? He knocked out Costa, wasn't out cold. Now it's his rival. So I'm reading. Hey, Pereira got slept. Yeah, Pereira was out bad. Frozen like Elsa, the dog was unleashed. True, he was not capping about the dog being unleashed here. Pereira's head doesn't move was pretty easy for Izzy. Now you're going to say it was pretty easy for Izzy, but let's be honest, it was a 50-50 fight. Insane. Izzy deserved the win, definitely. Kind of was going for Alex. Yeah, I thought Alex was going to win. Time for Izzy to sweep the division again. Time for Izzy to jab and leg kick the division again. No, I'm kidding. I don't know who's next, though, so we'll talk about that as well. Time for Izzy to sweep the division. Oh, I already read that. Can we all agree Izzy's trash talk is bad, though? Yeah. You backed it up. That performance, I'm willing to let go some of the trash talk because that was a stellar performance from Izzy. You can't even be mad, no matter what side you are. No way Alex's chin holds up at 205. Look, at the end of the day, anybody can catch anybody any day. I don't think it's indicative. You could make an argument that he draining himself, his chin win matchup. Like, you look at someone like Gilbert Burns. He got knocked out by Dan Hooker, right? You can make an argument and be like, oh, he wouldn't be able to stand a chance against Masvidal, a guy that's bigger than him, bigger than 155 now, and a guy that, it's because he drained himself so heavy. You can make an argument that's because of the weight cut. So I wouldn't go that far yet. However, he is pretty old. That was a pretty brutal knockout. I am worried about how his chin will hold up. But just because he got knocked out, it's not the end for his chin. Bro, I hate Izzy's trash talk. It was full cringe. Yeah, definitely. I know, bro. What the fuck is let him from Frozen Eye? Also, I saw he spit that line back again at the post-fight press conference. Hamzat wants to fight Izzy now. He called him out on Twitter. It seems like to me, I guess if you're looking for another contender, make Hamzat Paulo Costa ASAP. Don't wait for Abu Dhabi. What the hell are we waiting for? Both these guys haven't fought in centuries. Have them fight. Winner of that fight's Izzy. Either a rematch, that's fun. You have the Paulo Costa trash talk with Izzy, or you have Hamzat Izzy, which is just a fun fight as well. I'd probably give it to Izzy, to be honest. He needs a full camp on trash talking. True. Poitin going up to light heavy, and heavy is the way to go. Yeah, but like I said, it is concerning the way they got knocked out. In the dog collar, what the fuck is that? Yeah, him walking out with the dog collar. Not it. Hunter is now hunted. Izzy should not fight Hamzat. I don't mind that fight. I just think that Hamzat should fight Costa, the winner of that. Hamzat's big these days. He just posted he's like 215. So, definitely good at 185 in terms of size. We'll see how his performance is. Hamzat will destroy Izzy. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. I mean, we haven't seen Izzy really fight a top-level wrestler, especially as a champion. Yes, he fought Derek Brunson at MSG, but, Derek Brunson, let's be honest, he has really good ground and pound, but he's been beaten by guys like Cannonier, I think he lost to Costa. He lost to, of course, Adesanya, so that's not really indicative to me. We haven't really seen him fight someone like Hamzat. But we've seen Izzy's takedown defense be pretty good so far. He has gotten taken down by Robert Whittaker, not controlled necessarily. I could see it being competitive. I wouldn't say that he destroys him. The celebration was better than knockout. For real, he let all of his aggression from years just out after that win. I had Alex KOing him, but hey, what can you do about it? I know. I didn't think Adesanya was gonna knock him out. And here we go. Izzy needs to steer clear of Hamzat, though, for real. I don't know, guys. Look, we've seen him at 170 pounds. We saw him against Gilbert Burns, and Hamzat definitely outweighed Gilbert. Like, he was definitely way bigger than Gilbert, and Gilbert was able to stuff a lot of those takedowns. 185, 15-pound difference is a huge deal. And Hamzat's a guy that is used to fighting these 170-pounders. His strength is going to be a lot of difference. We saw it. I mean, not really. I guess the Volk example really doesn't help, but that kind of helps Hamzat's case. But it's different weight. We've seen it time and time again, where someone moving up isn't necessarily the best move. So I wouldn't go. Izzy won me $250. Nice. I don't think Hamzat destroys Izzy. We saw Izzy fight grapplers before. I just think the matchup makes no sense. Hamzat is just chasing whoever is relevant, which is fair, but come on now. Yeah, fight someone that makes sense. No one's going to have him fight. No one's going to have him fight fucking Izzy next. Fight Paulo Costa. The winner of that fight's Izzy. Paulo's coming off of a win against Luke Rockhold. No one else makes sense. I wouldn't mind seeing that rematch just because it's funny to see them trash talk. I got Izzy again, but he dominated him last time. But if he gets a win over Hamzat, it'll definitely be a big deal. It might not seem like that now, but if he knocks out Hamzat cold, we're gonna be like, holy shit! Like, Paulo, we need to see this rematch. Tonight was the last time we'll ever see Masvidal fight. I wouldn't go that far. I could definitely see Masvidal coming back for like another BMF type fight. The Kevin Holland fight's a winnable fight for him, especially we saw with those leg kicks that Kevin Holland had. We saw Masvidal have a lot of success with them. I think that there's a possibility. Like, I think your guys are going to be delusional if you guys think that the UFC is going to be like, you know what? Oh, fuck. Sorry, guys. You know what? We're going to release you, Masvidal. They're not going to release Masvidal. No way. They have him on a multi-million-dollar contract. At least 6 fights left on his deal. They're going to keep him. They're going to hold him hostage for years, just like they did with GSP. GSP only recently, like within the last year, got out of his contract. They're not going to let Masvidal out. So I could definitely see them being like, hey, fight a few more times, we'll let you out. I know Dana was like, yeah. Dana in the post-fight press conference was like, yeah, go retire. They say a lot of things in public to save face. Is he just the better fighter? I'd rather see Hamzat fight Robert Whittaker. Not a bad idea. If I miss any of the chats, just go back. Let's see. From what I saw, Izzy clocked his ear twice, and it wasn't the chin. Yeah, no. It was definitely like here near the temple, and then it looked like maybe that like hook uppercut type thing, kind of follow-up shot, kind of landed on the chin, but he kind of seemed out already. What did you think about Kevin's knockout? Kevin Holland's. Yeah, I didn't think it was an early stoppage. Yeah, that was a rough one. If I miss anything, just retype it, guys, because a lot of the chats are coming through. What did you think about Paulo Costa versus Hamzat Chimaev for the next title shot? I agree. Watching MMA Guru cry was so beautiful. Yeah, I saw his reaction. He didn't really seem to be crying. He seemed, from what I saw, I didn't see the whole thing, though. I saw like a minute. He seemed to be praising Israel Adesanya. So, why was there no talk of an Alex Izzy rematch? Am I delusional? Well, yeah, I know. I don't know. To me, look, I said I think Pereira's going up. Apparently, according to Dana White, he had 2 pounds left in the last hour of the weigh-in. Yeah, that's insane. 2 pounds is crazy. So I definitely think it hurts him a lot more than it helps him. Maybe he wins the belt, and maybe we have the next fight there. It is technically 3-1, but the first fight was a lot of people consider, including myself, think Izzy won that fight. So it might be, to a lot of us, 2-2. So could we see a fifth and final? Hey, technically, yes, it is 3-1. People are always going to look at it as 3-1. But if you actually look at the first fight with Pereira and Adesanya, like in kickboxing, very close. I don't know why I said it like that, like kickboxing. I had to put so much emphasis on that, but it was so close. So I wouldn't go that far. I think that's still marketable. And that'll be interesting. So maybe if Pereira fights Jamal Hill, if he wins, maybe we have that fifth fight. That'd be just a fun scenario. Look, it's just a reaction. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what Pereira's going to want to do. I don't know if Pereira made weight. I don't have a problem with giving him another title shot at middleweight and two, let's be real. Unless they're going to make a Hamza Paulo Costa fight within the next few months, I'm okay with another one. Who's going to fight next? This is the only fight that makes sense. Who's next? Like I said, once again, if I miss anything, just retype it, because a lot of these are kind of flowing through. He understands him. I think if he didn't win the fight, he underestimated him. I think if he didn't, he wins the fight. Yeah, I mean, he thought he was done, including myself. I thought, damn, he's getting Izzy out of here, hands down. And I noticed this kind of in his tape a little bit. I didn't mention it, and I wish I would have, because that would have been a little bit right. A lot of the times, especially when he throws the left hook, just has his chin up in the air. And I always think, like, man, if someone counters him, that's really bad. And that's, he was going off, wasn't thinking about anything, and boom. And then when he got hit the first time, if you're an MMA fighter, an experienced MMA fighter, like a lot of these champions are, you're going to grab, you're going to try to clinch, you're going to try to go for a takedown, you're going to try to change levels. He's a kickboxer. He's 7-1 in MMA. He's not going to do those things. He's going to cover up, which you can't do with 4-ounce gloves. They're not big enough. So, definitely bad for him. I gotta scroll up. Are you going to do a preview of vid of Volk versus Yair? Because it looks like the UFC are having trouble with Stipe negotiations. It might be the main event. The UFC aren't denying it. I hope that is not the main event. That is, look, I love Volk. Not a main event for International Fight Week. My opinion. I'd rather see literally any other fight, to be honest. Like, let me think. Like, literally any other fight would be fine. I mean, I guess you could still stack the card. I don't know. Look, I am excited for that Yair Rodriguez fight. That is a fun fight. I think Yair is definitely one of the biggest threats to Volkanovski. But you could do like an O'Malley. I don't know. I mean, maybe we could have a Volk over O'Malley. I'd rather that. I see people saying Pereira underestimated Izzy, but I don't think so, because he was winning the fight and moving from the right hand early, and he just got caught, and he just got aggressive and got caught. Yeah, I agree, and I just think that he was just throwing up. I think he figured, hey, the fight is done. Not necessarily that I didn't respect him going into the fight, but I think he was like, hey, he was confident, but I think he was just like, hey, the fight's done. He's hurt. We had him in this position in the last fight, pretty similar position, and it was done. This time, I mean, Izzy prepared fucking well for this fight, from increasing the volume, from pushing forward, being aggressive, getting knocked out. A lot of guys would be hesitant to go so forward. So credit to Izzy. Izzy made a lot of great adjustments. So he definitely deserved the win. Definitely, you could tell, did his homework. Ever going to cover the PFL? I think it's pretty interesting. Yeah, I like the PFL. Well, I usually watch them. I didn't watch yesterday's card. I watched last week's card with Marlon Moraes and Brandon Loughnane and Thiago Santos, as well as I forgot what was that fight, but there was another fight that was interesting. But I watched, yeah. I sometimes watch, yeah. Not so big into it, but like not as big as as I am with UFC. But love your vids, Jag. You're my go-to channel for UFC content. Thank you so much. Means a lot. I think Alex would have won if he worked as hard as Izzy. I mean, I don't know about necessarily was working hard, but I'm sure they both worked hard. Sadly, it's just at the end of the day, someone's got to win, someone's got to lose. Giannis was losing to unranked fighters. This fun matchup should not have been made. I know. Damn, we got to talk about that. We didn't even talk about Jorge Masvidal. But so let me move on about Jorge Masvidal, and then I'll get to Adrian Giannis. Masvidal retires. Close first round. I gave it to Gilbert Burns, I thought, because of the right hand that ended towards the end of the round, and then the takedown was like, okay, I'll give it to Burns, though. They were talking about the majority. I think Masvidal was winning the majority of the round. It's just that I think Gilbert landed the bigger shots. Second round, clear round for Gilbert. Third round, super clear round for Gilbert. And yeah, I mean, I don't think he should retire. I don't think that's. But if that's what he wants to do, I think there's a lot of fun fights for him. Look, he lost to basically 1, 2, and 3. You know, I think Kevin Holland's a winnable fight. A Wonderboy rematch, winnable fight. We'll see. I don't think he's gonna retire. I guarantee he'll be back. I'll be surprised if he's not back within a few years. Like I said, the UFC is not going to release him. Not at all. They're going to want to keep him. They're going to keep him on a contract if he's not fighting. That's just what happens in this world with the UFC. Like, you've seen it with GSP. GSP was trying to fight Oscar De La Hoya. He couldn't fight Oscar De La Hoya in 2021 because he was under contract with the UFC. And even though he was like, hey, I'm never going to fight MMA again, they still made him. They're like, hey, we're going to keep you on the contract. That's what's going to happen. But overall, that fight, it was all right. You know, second round was a little boring, and then the third round was a fun one with Masvidal almost getting hurt. I was expecting Gilbert to get a finish fast, but didn't happen. And credit to Jorge, I should say, because he had a lot of good submission defense. wasn't really able to let Gilbert control him too much. You know, in hindsight, maybe I should have looked at the Wonderboy fight and pick Gilbert by decision, because I was thinking during it, I was like, well, he wasn't really able to submit Thompson either, but he just looked so good against Magny. And even looked good against Hamzat. So, even though he lost. All right, let's see. But yeah, about Yanez, let me go back to that question about Yanez. And then just Font just knocks him out in the first round. I don't think anybody would have guessed that. I think a lot of people maybe would have said Yanez if anything, but yeah, Font, that jab just like was snapping Yanez's head back like miles. Like, he was just rocked from jabs, because Font has a really strong jab, and then with just big shots from Yanez. Yeah, I don't know what he was arguing with his coach about, but I want Font versus O'Malley because it's a fight of the year contender. Yeah, but I don't think they're going to do that. It's too risky, and Font's like ranked number 6. I think Font versus Merab is a fun fight. You know, the jab of Font. I'm curious to see how the pressure, if that could deter the pressure of Merab. Kind of funny that he was able to knock out Yanez, but not Cody Garbrandt. Honestly, I don't think Alex deserves a title shot. It was only made for the story. If there's a third match later on, we need to see Alex put some more work in and fight more skilled people. Now, I wouldn't. No, I think he deserves. He beat Izzy 3 times, at least 2. I think he deserves it. I think it's a fun fight. Beat Izzy just a few months ago. Beat Strickland. Like, who we saw Cannonier go 5 rounds with Strickland and arguably lose that fight. Right? We're not seeing people decimate Strickland. And Cannonier's a striker as well, as well as Pereira. So, let's not shit on Pereira now. For the sake of Pereira's career, let's hope that glass chin can be attributed to that massive weight loss. Yeah, I think it probably is. I think he's a big dude. I think 205 is definitely going to be his home. Let's have him fight Jamal. Winner of that, if he wins, and assuming he's still the champ, have him fight for the 5th time. That'd be fun. And then if Pereira wins, nothing changes. And if Izzy loses, nothing changes. Okay, got the best of it. Do you think Francis would ever come back to fight Johnny Bones for International Fight Week? Definitely not International Fight Week. Ever. Never say never. Probably not. I think that Francis Ngannou has fucked up severely. He left the UFC with no clear plan. I mean, I get you can't really negotiate when you're in your contract, but literally no plan, no management, no nothing, no anything, and then he's surprised he's not getting any big deals. He messed up big time. And if he goes to the UFC is just going to offer him less money than he was offered before. He'll get offered probably some good money, but not anywhere near where it was. Does anyone want to see a Folk Islam rematch? Yes, 1,000%. I want that to happen at Abu Dhabi if Beneil Dariush loses. Or even if he wins, honestly. I'd rather see that fight. But I wouldn't mind seeing Beneil fight too. Yes, everyone wants to see the rematch. Burns accused Masvidal of using lotion to be more slippery during the fight. Thoughts? I did not hear that, but I'll believe it. Interesting. I think I did see them wipe something on him. that that was weird. I mean, yeah. I mean, could be. We've seen it before, so wouldn't be surprised. So, what fights do we make after the event? I would like to see Izzy Rob 3, Burns versus Bilal, Font versus O'Malley, Holland versus JDM, not bad. Gastelum versus Imavov, and Christian Rodriguez. And Christian Rodriguez, I don't know. They should try to promote him. Yeah, Christian Rodriguez. I said it. Everyone, I never saw anybody else. I actually think Bilal Muhammad I saw it today and picked the guy, and I was like, oh, so finally someone else that picks. Christian Rodriguez is legit. I was like, this is actually a step up in competition. Raul Rosas Jr. did pretty damn good in the first round, but he just tired himself out. You're not Hamzat, you know, and even Hamzat got tired against Kevin Holland, so you can't do that. I wouldn't advise anybody to do that in a fight. Giannis was asking his coach, have you seen anyone have a worse chin than me? I don't think so, but Font and Sean have beef because Sean has called him out a long time. Makes sense. Oh, right, I forgot. Yeah, they did call him out last year in International Fight Week, right? I think Pereira... Oh, no. I think it was before that, right? It was like when he beat that dude... what's his name? Pav something? I think Pereira versus Cannonier makes sense. Yeah, that's a fun fight, but I think he's going to go to 205. That sounds like a fun fight, though. What's up, Walter? How are you feeling after that amazing fight? I'm feeling shocked, happy, sad, because my predictions are wrong. And, yeah, that's how I'm feeling. But I'm feeling most of all happy. That was a fun card. Yeah, Francis messed it up. I think he overvalued himself. He was offered $8 million to fight Jones and turned it down. Like, who turns down $8 million for a fight with pay-per-view points? Exactly. If you're making over $10 million, easy, and it was you're messing up. Yeah, Francis messed up, and the thing about Francis. Yes, you could make money, but in my opinion, and like I'm not a business guy, so maybe I don't know anything. I don't know anything about this, but yes, he could make more money outside the UFC, but it's contingent on other people. It's contingent on Tyson Fury. If Tyson Fury says, "Hey, I don't even want to do this anymore," who's going to fight? Okay, AJ, but if AJ doesn't want to do it, if Deontay Wilder doesn't want to do it, then what are we talking? Dillian White? You're not making $8 million for fighting Dillian White. I'm sorry, you're not. Or even if you do, you're doing it for one fight, right? And maybe with Tyson Fury, you know, you're making a lot, but also we saw with Tyson Fury and Usyk, he's just like, you know, yeah, I'm getting 70 and you're getting 30. So crazy. I love your video so much. Thank you. OMG, $8 million to fight Jones. I mean, we saw what happened. Sorgan. So, how did Rosas gas so fast? I mean, he isn't really, unless he cuts like 30 pounds. I mean, dude, like that pace that he put on in that first round, I understand totally why he gassed. He went crazy. You know, when you're going for takedowns, things like that takes up a lot of energy. And I knew as soon as he came out like that, I'm like, he's gonna gas out. There's no way. You're not Hamzat, you know, and he doesn't have the strength to necessarily like to just ragdoll him. That's what's so impressive about Hamzat is yes, he goes in recklessly, but he does have the strength to ragdoll people. So he is able to do a lot of the things that he wants to do with them. But Raul isn't gonna be able to do that. You know, he actually doesn't cut that much weight. And the guy that he was fighting definitely was bigger than him. He missed weight, so he definitely cut a lot of weight. Hamza versus Pereira. When? Don't think that fight ever happens, to be honest. Doesn't really make sense. I think Pereira's going up, and Hamza's not going to 205. The UFC offered Francis $8 million to fight Jones at UFC 285 with pay-per-view points. I think it turned it down because they wouldn't let him box. I mean, yeah, that is what happened. I assume you're out answering him, but yeah. I mean, I don't know if that was why, because he couldn't box, but that's what a contract is, yo. I think it was fair. Will you be in Vegas in July for International Fight Week? I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I don't know yet. I was thinking about it. Going for fun. If I will be, I will do a meet and greet there at the fight convention. No, I'm kidding. Rosas needs to go to a promotion that nurtures talent. The UFC will chew him up like they did to Sage. Yeah, that's the thing, is you see a lot of these guys, like Edmund Shabazian at one point was like hailed as this prospect and then gets fed to if you go to I'm sorry, what the fuck, I just blanked out. Like you let me I'll be like, you got fed to Derek Brunson, that's who it was, and then you get fed to and then we talk about Darren Till. Not that he got fed to Tyron Woodley, but he kind of got fast tracked and lost, and I think that loss affected his career. I mean, sure, it was big pace, but he is 18. I am the same age as him, and I always recover my energy fast. For basketball and fighting requires a lot more energy, so he should have it by training. Yeah, but still, first of all, keep in mind, you're dealing with the pressure of opening in the main card in a sold-out arena when you're 18 years old and you're something like 7th or 8th pro fight. The nerves, you could imagine. He did seem confident, but the nerves, all of that, and plus someone's hitting you, someone's defending the takedowns, you're trying. He seemed to be using everything in his strength to get that takedown for some ungodly reason. Unless he was injured and knew that he couldn't do the whole fight, then I get it, but he's like, might as well just give it my best shot. But I was so shocked to see Donnie J at the fight tonight, lol, from the courthouse, Miami. I don't know who Donnie J is, to be honest. Maybe I'm just dumb. Yo, Jack, you're going to go to 289 because you are from New York, if I remember correctly. 289 is in Vancouver. So I'm definitely not going to that one. Because definitely, I definitely am not going to go to that Nunez card. But I think the one in New York would be... It's in November, so it's either 94 or 95, depending if they do another pay-per-view in July. I don't know. I don't think that'll happen. They always tried doing another pay-per-view, never works. So, definitely don't think that's gonna happen, but it could happen. But yeah, it'll be either 94 or 95 if I go. Well, I will go. I might go to the one in New Jersey, maybe. Might go next pay-per-view. Who knows? We'll see. Definitely do a meet and greet. That would be so fun. Yeah, I would be down if. We'll see where the channel is at this point, and then in a few months. Oh, Trump. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Yeah, I know, right? I was like, bro, he's supposed to be in jail. What the hell? And I think his physique is great. He definitely works out a lot, and I think he doesn't carry a lot of weight. Like, Rosa shouldn't gas out unless he doesn't train cardio. I'm sure he trains cardio, but it's just, like I said, it's just the nerves. I could be wrong, but in my opinion, I think I just think all that together. And two, you're using all your strength, dude, for 5 minutes straight. Like, that's a lot of strength. Like, you're, a lot of the guys pace themselves. Takedowns, obviously, he's not just shooting for a takedown. He shot for like 5 takedowns, tried as hard as he could to just basically outstrength him. And you saw Christian Rodriguez using multiple, not multiple, what the fuck? Well, yeah, he did multiply stuff to takedowns, but he used takedown defense that wasn't gassing himself out, minimal energy. I honestly found Raul Rosas' stand-up to be non-existent, and put it in the nicest words I can. Very non-choreographed combinations, and throws a lot of spinning back fists. What are your thoughts on it? Well, look, first of all, I want to say there's a lot of Rosas Jr. hate, some of it in the chat, but a lot of it online. This guy is 19 or 18 or whatever he is. I think he's 18, actually. My bad. He's 18. He has a lot to learn, right? I mean, a lot of these guys look like this in a local MMA promotion even older. I mean, not even at 18. Like, most of these guys look like this when they're like 25, 23, right? In local MMA promotions, right? I've been to local MMA promotions. I know that there's guys worse than that at older ages. It's just private, right? And it's one of those things where he has had a lot of attention and got signed to the UFC at such a young age that now these mistakes are so public. Like, now it's just being shown that now everyone's like, oh, he's so trash. Guys, he's learning. Don't worry. And as far as the stand-up goes, I thought he had a few moments early in round 3. Early. Like, specifically like the first 30 seconds. He landed a good left hand or right hand, I don't remember. And yeah, some of the spinning attacks were back kicks, especially where I think he did through one that was extremely labored and telegraphed, that looked lazy. And you got to give it to him. It didn't really seem like he ever gave up, you know? He always was trying, using all of his strength. You saw him, especially in that second round, he was just like closing his eyes, just trying to use all of his strength. So, yeah, I think he'll be back, though. I wouldn't hate on him too much. I think he means Trump. Oh, yeah, I read that one. I've been up since 3:30 to watch the main card. My brain isn't working. Well, oh, yeah. Oh, because of the UFC card. No, yeah. No, I don't blame him. It's 3 a.m. right now. So the time that you're saying was about is literally right now, and I'm pretty tired as well. What up, boys? What a fucking night. I know. Crazy card. Guys, looks like he has a breathing problem. Very nasal. I don't know if you're talking about me or you're talking about Raul Rosas Jr. If you're talking about me, that's pretty mean. But belt back to where it belongs in epic fashion. Extremely epic fashion. Crazy fashion. Knocked out cold type of fashion. I think Rosas needs to. I think Rosas needs to have a longer eyes. He is insanely good for his age in the UFC. They just gave him a great fighter. Like, let him build up a little more before you give him guys just outside the rankings. I mean, Christian Rodriguez isn't a guy outside the rankings, and to be fair, bantamweight is top tier. You know what I mean? Christian Rodriguez was fucking a big step, in my opinion. Like, that's a big step. Like, you give him, I can think on the top of my head who you would give him. But you give him, honestly, like him and like, I mean, I know they're not the same weight class, but I feel like him and Paddy Pimblett's like a 50-50 fight, to be honest. Fuck, Paddy Pimblett is not good. Rosas possibly relating to, honestly, I think Rosas is no, that's a trash take. I was about to give a really trash take. I was going to say, let me know if I'm bugging, chat, but I think I am. That Paddy, I said looked worse than Raul Rosas. I'm capping. That's definitely cap. My bad, guys. I was chatting OD. But yeah, you guys are saying cardio issue. To me, it wasn't a cardio issue per se. If it was one of those things where he was slow paced and was tired in the second round, yeah, it's a cardio issue. Like, you look at a guy, I'm trying to think who has bad cardio. Like Francis Ngannou, second round of that Stipe fight, he's breathing heavy. You know what I mean? You're not doing anything, bro. You're just stuffing takedowns. Raul Rosas Jr. has a pacing problem. That's my opinion. He has a pacing problem. That was his problem. That's what lost him the fight. He was terribly paced. He wasn't setting up his takedown with anything. He just shot from a mile away. He's not like Hamza can get away with that because he's so strong. But a guy, if he fights someone that's stronger, let's just say Paulo Costa, a very strong guy. I don't think he's going to be able to do that with Paulo. He might be Paulo. Don't think he's going to beat him like that. I don't think he's just going to shoot from half like he did with Kevin Holland. I think you guys would agree. That's most likely not going to happen. Right? He's going to need you know, and even like you see with Hamza, he had problems with Kevin Holland. Like, not problems. He didn't have any problems with Kevin Holland, of course, but he was clearly tired by the time he got the finish. And let's just say Kevin Holland was a guy that's a bit stronger. And I'm relating this to Rosas Jr. because, yeah, like in this case, he fought someone that was a bit stronger and a bit more able to defend those takedowns. He was able to survive in the later rounds. You got to pace yourself. Yes, Rodriguez is outside the rankings, but he is so close to them. Like, I mean, give him bad fighting, losing. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. No, I agree with that. I don't think he's right outside the rankings, but yeah, he's definitely a huge step up from the last guy he fought. 100%, I agree. Yeah, I think he needs to fight someone like coming off of a loss. I don't know I don't think Christian Rodriguez was coming off of a loss, but bro, there's no way Patty defeats Rosas. I think I was chatting on. I think I'm just being exaggerating because he does have a good ground game, Patty. But Patty sucks. But I mean, I don't know. That's a tough one. Pound for pound, I mean, obviously Patty would win because he's bigger, but I think Patty would win probably. Because the thing that you guys don't understand is, I don't even know where my mouse is. There it is. The thing that you guys don't understand is that Rosas isn't like a highly touted prospect. He's a big deal because he's so young. You know what I mean? He's not like a guy that's showing up on the scene. Like if he was that guy, he would have destroyed Christian Rodriguez. Which, I mean, he got close in some parts of the first round. Don't get me wrong. Like the only way I would forgive this performance is if he was injured and he's like, hey, I couldn't train properly, and he's like, look, I'm gonna just throw all my energy in the first round. If I get it, I get it. If I don't, I'm gonna just try my best. Then fine, I get that mentality. But I don't think that was his mentality. I just think he just thought that he was gonna blow past him. Clearly not the case. But I think look, and that's one of the things that you learn too. Is like I say, you learn this through smaller MMA promotions. You learn humility. You learn, oh shit, there's going to be guys that are better than me that I can't just do this to. Raul Rosas Jr. was filled with this false confidence, being undefeated, going on Dana White's Contender Series, even doing what he did in his last UFC fight in his debut. He's filled with this confidence that's like, oh, I could do this, and I'm not trying to shit on him in any way, but clearly you can't, obviously, and, you obviously can't. I think he genuinely believed that he could beat Aljamain. I think he believed it. And maybe in the future, like I said, maybe in 5 years down the line, or maybe even 2 years. You don't know. Maybe in 2 years, he has the experience now. He knows to pace himself a little bit more. Maybe he could do a lot better. I don't think it's all done yet. How is Royval versus Nicolau on the prelims of the Holloway versus Allen card? Dude, I didn't even realize I was on the prelims. Like Clay Guida and Garcia's on the main card, but not the top 5 fighters. That is insanely criminal. That fight is. That is a fun ass fight. Well, that's not necessarily a fun fight, but that's an important fight. That's super important for flyweight. I think regardless, Pantoja is getting the next title shot, but I think he'll probably fight in the Vancouver card. But yeah, what a fight night. Fun talking to you guys, hearing the reaction. On a scale of 1 to 10, how good was the card? What did we set the card off with? What was the first? Oh, Raul Rosas Jr., the fucking fight that we were just talking about for the past 10 minutes. Yeah, I thought it was a solid card. Is it the best card of the year? Let me know. Let me know what you guys think is the best card of the year so far. If I were to give any rankings, you got to give John. I would give Jones Miocic number 1. Number 2, I would give this card. I think maybe this one's even better. This one might be better than Jones Miocic. But Jones versus Gane. My bad, not Jones versus Miocic. Jones Gane. This might be better than Jones Gane. Maybe this is the best card of the year. Jones. I will say Jones Gane. Let me know in the chat, guys. What do you think is more shocking? Jones beating Gane, or Jones. Oh wait, hold on. I think I'm gonna try to do like a little poll thing. I don't really know how to do it, to be honest, but hold up. I think I tried this once. I think I failed at it. I did something. Guys, my bad. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck I did. I don't know how to do a poll. My bad, guys. But just let me know what you guys thought was more shocking: Gane, Jones, or Adesanya knocking out Pereira. I have no idea. And it's kind of. I feel like I want to say Pereira, Adesanya, but I was also floored when Jones took care of Gane like that. But I think I might be recency bias. I was going to say this fight, but regardless, yeah, I'm going to go with Jones Miocic. I mean, Jones versus Gane. I don't know why I keep saying that. Then this card. Then I'm gonna go with the Australia card with Volkanovski Islam. Then I'm gonna go Usman Edwards 3, and then I'm gonna go last the Brazil card. I think that'll be more order. I don't know what you guys think. Let me see. So much for youngest champion UFC history. Like I said, he has a lot of work to do. I wouldn't hate on him too much. Let's not call him trash just yet and say, "Oh, he's nothing." Guys, the guy is young. If you look at any of your favorite fighters, I'm sure they've had similar performances in their sixth fight in a smaller promotion. Like, come on. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Makayev tweeted he will be back in July after that crazy knee bar or leg lock. So how do you think he should fight? He has 12 months to be the youngest champ. I bet he'll be back in July. That is crazy. More shocking, Jones versus Gane, because we knew Izzy had the power to hurt him. We didn't expect Jones running through Gane. True. I feel like I'm just having some recency bias saying Izzy, because I was like, I'm still in fucking shock that he had him out cold like that. And guys, to show my dedication, there's gonna be a video tomorrow, 10 a.m. that I haven't even filmed with a sponsor. The Moreno fight was good. But I'm going to wrap up in a few because I got to go film the video. And then we move on to the Holloway Allen card. That's going to be a fun card. Let's look ahead at that, actually. And I'm going to look back in the chat, and then I'm going to dip. All right, I'm looking up. I'm sorry, guys. Right now, I'm trying to. UFC. Oh my goodness, you guys. All right, there we go. All right, so next card. Let's look at a few of these. Edson Barboza, Billy Quarantino, good fight. Dustin Jacoby. Oh, Tanner Boser versus Ian Cutelaba. Oh, Pedro Munoz versus Chris Gutierrez is on this card. That's insane. Why is this also? You go on the. I don't know if you guys are having this problem, but on the website the card's not working anymore. I was just on it and now it's gone. Well, that sucks. Okay, there we go. Damn, that's a fucking good card. And then you got Brandon Royval versus Mateus Nicolau. Damn, that's crazy. They got their priorities fucked up. Oh, these shots. Who is your favorite fighter to watch? One of my favorite fighters is Kevin Holland, and of all time, you know who I like to watch John Jones fight, and I hate saying that because I know he's done some fucked up shit, but his fights are always fun. I like to watch. I like to watch Kevin Holland, but I like more of his personality than his fighting style with Charles Oliveira. Call me crazy, but I think Pantoja beats Moreno for the third time. It's crazy. Moreno and Kai were fighting for the interim title belt. Pantoja already had wins over the both of them. Does he beat? I don't know if he beats. I don't know if he beats him. I don't know if Pantoja beats him. He definitely has the tools to. I don't know. I think this is his time. What did you think of Jorge? Yeah, I mean, Jorge looked about as you thought he would. I mean, as much as you thought he would. I don't think he should retire because I feel like I think Jorge is just kind of delusional in a way. I feel like I think he thinks that because he lost to Gilbert, he lost everything, because I think he genuinely thought that he was one of those guys. I think the loss to Usman floored him, not because Usman knocked him out necessarily, but I think he just literally thought that he could be Usman. He was never one of those guys. I hate to say it, he never was one of those guys. My favorite card was UFC 284, mainly because Volk, he is my favorite fighter. I don't know. And honestly, I don't know. I didn't find 285 or 283, honestly, good, honestly. 285, I thought was good because you had the Grasso upset. There's also other stuff I'm forgetting off the top of my head, but that I thought about before. Oh, yeah, the Shavkat fight. Yeah, maybe it was a little overrated. Maybe this card was better, honestly. This might actually be my favorite card in the end of the year. Now I'm looking about it. Now I'm comparing the two. Yeah, this actually is my favorite card of the year. I'm declaring it right now. This is my favorite card of the year. Yeah, 283. The 283 was good. I feel like all the cards have been good. The pay-per-views, except for the London one, was a little lackluster. And I feel like UFC 284 was a little lackluster. If we're talking about the whole card, the main event definitely saves it. And the co-main event was really good as well. And JDM was really good. So in my opinion, I think, 286 was a little underwhelming. But it was good still. There's no, terrible cards as of yet. Until we get to UFC 289. Will you do an early look preview at UFC 288? I think it's weird card because the last few fights are good, but the prelims are bad. UFC 288 is the Aljo fight, right? Let me take a look at that. Oh my god, I forgot there's fucking Armin Sarukian versus Renato Moicano on my birthday. Then next week is Aljo Cejudo, co-main event Charles Baniel. Jessica Andrade versus Yan Xiaonan for the featured bout is crazy. Yeah, it's alright card, if I'm going to be honest. It's an alright card. The prelims, let me see. Yeah, the prelims. Oh, God. And Andre Petrosky. Didn't we... Oh, this fight was canceled? Yeah, right? Wasn't this fight canceled, maybe? I feel like they fought already. Armin Petrosyan versus... Am I fucking tripping? I thought they fought already. I am tripping. Big time. Sorry, you guys don't even know what I'm talking about because I really can't even see this. Yeah, Marina Rodriguez on the early prelims. Zalgaza Magulov also on the card. Johnny Munoz, who's been on the channel. It's fighting. UFC 287 was great. 3 insane finishes. Yeah, I agree. An upset and a decent fight on the main card, yeah. I agree, yeah. Really good card. Man, Alex really misjudged that finish watching it back. Izzy really timed that right hand, yep. It happens, man. It's MMA, mixed martial arts. Anything could happen anytime. I think if he was a little more patient, I think he would have gotten the win, to be honest. But I'm about to hop off. I'm going to go film the video. And we're going to move on with our lives. And talk about Holloway Allen. Too easy for Izzy, yep. Too Izzy, if you will. Too Izzy. Bro, I hope that fucking John Jones and Stipe headline International Fight Week. I think if they don't, Dana made some sort of comment at the post-fight press conference. I saw that he was like that Jones won and then dipped, that left. I don't know if he's trying to say that he doesn't want to fight an International Fight Week. It seems there's some sort of problem because ESPN put out that it might be the main event. Don't think they want that to be the main event, which would explain why. Look, Kevin Holland tweeted Jorge retired ? With his picture of his knockout. Someone replied that Leon feels the same. Yeah, Leon definitely. I don't think he should retire, if I want to be honest. I don't think Jorge should retire, to be honest. There's some good fights left. Retire from the top, I agree. It's gonna, oh my god. Apparently, someone tweeted that Alex's kid crying in the arena. Yo, no, is he trolling Alex's kid is hilarious. Yeah, I think taking your kids to UFC events is not any good. I think in order to save UFC 289, you need Poirier Gaethje 2, Jan versus Magomed. I remember you were the first one that saw it. I said that. I saw some other people say it online after you. Like another top-ranked fighter. No way the card sells any pay-per-views because of Nunez. If they're gonna do another pay-per-view in July, in my opinion, why don't they just make that a fight night, bro? To be honest, make it a numbered fight night. Who gives a shit? Make it free. Honestly, then that's a pretty decent fight night. That's a pretty good fight night, to be honest. If there's a title fight. Thanks for the stream. No, thank you for watching. As I always say, don't thank me. It's good to see you again, Jack. I wish I had a friend like you who are into MMA, but none of my friends are. Same here. Welcome to my world. None of my friends are into MMA either. So, except for one of them's into Jorge Masvidal. So, I am biased, but I think Volk beats Yair in the same way he beat Holloway or to the Korean Zombie. I think that's very possible. I think if he has the ability to close the distance, I think it definitely. I think there's a path to victory that Volkanovski can do that. However, if he stays at distance, I think Yair wins. I think Yair's just got to keep it at kicking range. Right now I'm just checking, stop bringing your kids to fights, bro. That ass. Damn, I saw Rush Holloway crying. Apparently, damn, Alex's son. Yeah, Alex's son is definitely traumatized. Someone called Rob Font the Jorge Masvidal of the bantamweight division. These big fight nights, like Michael Chandler said, these big fight nights always make me want to fight so bad. Can't wait to go out there and beat Notorious MMA within all inch of his career. And then Connor retweeted and said, "I sweat you and all of you, not one iota." I don't know what that even means. What the hell? How do you sweat me? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Me after spreading Poitin propaganda all week. I forget you guys can't even see this. Wow, right to my heart. I don't even know what that's referring to. Oh, Guru dropped his reaction to Alex losing. Can't wait to watch that rant. Lol. Oh my god, yeah. Volk is smart. He always comes prepared. He will game plan. I think Izzy will help him. Yeah, that is true. He does have Izzy as a training partner. Keep him at range with the kicks. He's just so fast, though. I really think he has done. I really thought Giannis would get the job done. Same. I thought he was. If anything, I would have thought that Giannis would have knocked him out in the first round. Dude, it is so fun to talk to you guys. I wish if I didn't have a video tomorrow, I would sit here all day. Tomorrow's Easter. If you guys celebrate Easter, Passover, whatever it is, happy holidays. I'm gonna go now. I love talking to you guys, honestly. I love talking to you guys. I honestly wish I could just stream all night, but I am tired. And I gotta do the video. So if you guys want to see that video, you guys gotta let me go. So anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for the support. We've been here an hour, man. Hour flies by. I always am like, I should stream quick. But I just love talking to y'all. Y'all always make it fun. So thank you guys all for watching. Should I play some outro music? What do y'all think about this outro music? Oh, you guys can't even hear it. My Easter is next week because I'm Orthodox. So that's what you meant. But happy Easter to everyone that celebrates it today. Well, happy week ago for Easter. And goodbye.